Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome back to another episode of the Heron's Haven podcast here on the Slow Flow Soccer channel. My name is Matt, your host, as always, back with another episode, another week. I'm finally back from my business trip from North Carolina. If you guys were here in the last episode, that's what I said I was going to do last week. It was a very last minute trip. We went to the NCAA national tournament for soccer. I work for a college, and we ended up winning the whole thing. I might make a video on that, honestly, kind of vlogging my experience because I did take a lot of videos and photos. But I don't know. I've yet to decide that. I'm editing it all together to see how it looks, and then I don't know if it's good enough. I think I'll post it. If not, then I'll just kind of keep it to myself. But we're back. Another episode. We're here to talk about more Miami news, more Miami controversy discussions, topics, and all of the above. We already have Skrilla and Mike V in the chat screaming, saying Drake has to go. Tata's out. This is crazy. This is craziness. We just started, and we're already, jumping into some crazy, crazy takes. But we're gonna be talking about a couple of things today, guys. I appreciate you guys for being here in afternoon. I know it's a Wednesday afternoon. It's a weird schedule, but this is what my schedule it has become these last like 2 weeks. Now with Christmas approaching and the holidays, work has been getting busier. So but I'm having some of these mornings free. And it's more at night. It's where it gets a little bit trickier, but we pull through. We pull through. Lunchtime it does work. Lunchtime does work, Mike V. You're so right. So that's why I kind of chose it because I was assuming that all right, maybe people are kind of chilling right now, but I don't know. March Madness. I know you're asking Mike V that, but personally, I'm very excited for March Madness. I got really into it just this last year with UConn winning it all. So, anyways, Ace Lionel, welcome back. But yeah, no, we're gonna talk about a couple of things today. We're gonna talk about new kits revealed and leaked. We're gonna talk about Neymar to Inter Miami once again, the saga that doesn't just seems to be put to bed. We're gonna be talking about CONCACAF Champions Cup. We're going to be talking about what else we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about preseason games. We're going to be talking about transfer stuff. We're going to talk about our goalkeeper situation. We're going to talk about our other types of situations in terms of our midfield and things like that, and so much more. And so make sure you guys stay tuned until the end. We're going to talk about the kits first. I think that's like probably the most interesting thing to talk about. And probably what gets people the most excited because you're going to be paying for these kits, you're going to be wearing these kits. Are the kits good? Are they not good? I'm going to show you what has been revealed to us, confirmed officially, and is being sold at the team store in Fanatics at the Inter Miami Stadium. This is the Fortitude kit. I think it's what they're calling it. It's what the kits are calling it. The Fortitude kit, something like that. This is the kit. Yeah, the Fortitude kit. The Fortitude kit is now available at Chase Stadium and the MLS store. Get yours now. This is what it looks like. You can see the black and the gray with the pink. It looks fine, right? I made a post about this, kind of expecting my opinion. Here's Messi making every kit look sexy as hell. We have the engraving here, Messi with doing his poses. I don't know about that pose. That one's a little bit questionable, but and he's rocking those night. These shoes are fire. I'm gonna have to cop one of these shoes. But this is the kit. This is the kit that they revealed to us as their away kit. Now, I don't know how I feel about this kit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. A lot of people like it. A lot of people don't like it. I'm leaning towards the side that doesn't like it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't like this kit. I don't like it for a few reasons, but mainly I know it's very simple, right? And there's nothing wrong with simplicity, but I just don't I think this is like too simple. I think like when you compare this to previous away kits that we had with whether it's like La Noche kit that we just had with the pink and whatever with the nice accents. When you compare to that, when you compare it to I think La Palma or Las Palmas or La Palma, um, when they literally had like a blue accented like palm tree on the kit. I loved that. I loved that kit, and I'm very upset that I couldn't get that kit. That I just didn't get it. But Mike V saying that the kit is fire. I don't know what everybody else is saying. I personally do not like this kit. Especially when you compare the last this in the 2020, what was it? This last season 2024, I thought that kit was a lot better than this kit. Actually, no, I take that back. I take that I take that back. Our last kit was just literally just a black kit. Yeah, no, I take that back completely. I didn't yeah, no. I take that back completely. But anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. It's I don't think it's not the best. I'm not saying it's a horrible trash garbage kit. I'm saying that this could have been better. For the last season here at Chase Stadium, I think they could have made it turned it into something. In my opinion, this is like okay, we're gonna save the really nice kit for the grand opening of the Miami Freedom Park. That's what I think this is. So this is just kind of like okay, you're gonna have to wait another year until we release an actual nice kit. Um, you guys are saying a bunch of stuff, but it's going to be about it's about the goalkeeping situation, which we're going to talk about later. I'm going to finish the kit conversation. We're going to talk about Neymar, and then we'll get into our goalkeeper conversation in just a minute. So please hold off on that. I promise I'm going to get to your guys' comments. Um, but this is the kit that has been confirmed. The leaked kit is this one. This is the leaked kit. This is somehow being sold at I think this is the airport. This is by Footy Headlines. This is being sold what I think is the airport. I don't know like where this is, but this is being sold somewhere. I don't know how like who got to this or how this is even being put on the shelves, but this is the kit that Inter Miami are going with, or like this is a recreated kit by the person who designed this website, I guess. Um, this is honestly, I think this is just as bad as the main as the black kit. I mean, it's not. It's I think it's better, but honestly, this could have been. This is. I think this is a huge disappointment. I personally don't think I'm going to be buying either of these kits, and I don't know if this is just me being a really harsh critic, but I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. I mean, they're trying to go the stripes further down in the website. Like they try comparing it to like the Argentina kit here. I mean, I don't know. I personally don't like it. It's just not. It's not my. No, I don't like it. And the fact they're already selling this, and they haven't even told people about it yet. It's kind of crazy. I don't think this is an amazing kit. I personally didn't like the kit from this season either. Um, I don't know. I just think there needs to be something a little like we need a little bit more. This literally, I think I could have designed this kit using like Canva. Like if I were to give my like a 6-year old like Canva and be like, "Hey, create a kit for this team." I think he would have created this kit. This is the literal kit. This is like when you play FIFA, when you play pro clubs on FIFA and they give you like those really basic ass templates. That's what this kit is. So, those are the kits. I personally don't like them. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Mike V thinks it's great. He likes the kits. Mike V is so far is the only customer that Inter Miami is going to be getting. This is no shots to you, Mike. Not at all. But I personally don't like it because you already know they're going to be charging 200 whatever dollars or $150 for these kits. And I'm like, dude, I'm not spending 150 to $200 for a Messi kit, for a Suarez kit, for a whatever kit, for I don't care who you put on the back. You can't even get anybody else. If you want a custom jersey, you have to order it online at the MLS store or go in person and they can print it out for you. But anyway, they need to bring the white kids back, bro. Dude, remember the white kits? Nah, that white kid was also pretty plain. The best kits that Enter Miami had were the black kits, were the La Noche kits, and the La Palma kits. La Noche sold out. Like I remember on Messi's arrival, even before Messi, those were hot um jerseys to sell. But ever since Messi's arrival in 2023, when I worked at Fanatics and in the team store, when I worked in the team store at the Inter Miami Stadium, at Chase Stadium, they like people were only buying La Noche kits. until they were sold out. Like people would only come in to specifically look for the black kits. They hated the pink kits. They hated it. And they didn't like the design on the pink kits. They hated it. They absolutely hated it. So once we sold out of the black kits, obviously we switched over to the pink kits. But yeah, no, people just didn't like it. So La Noche was a huge hit. I don't know. This is obviously going to be a huge hit because it's Messi. They're going to be selling a bunch of Messi shirts. So they're going to be making money regardless. But I'm just saying, as somebody who's been following the club for 5 years now, who's been trying. I mean, like I've only had the one kit. The only kit that I own is the white kit, and because like either the kits would be too expensive at the time. I didn't have the money. Now I'm able to buy a kit. So I'm gonna be buying a kit for Christmas. I already told you guys I'm gonna be buying that blue kit, which is awesome. But speaking of the blue kit, actually, real quick before I get to before I get to the comments, that blue kit I think is gonna look good if they do it right. This one, if they do this one, oh my gosh, dude, with the freaking ad blocker. If they do this one with on the right here, if they do that one, I think that's gonna be a hit. I think this is gonna be a hit 100%. And if they do it right, if they make it anywhere close to this, because this is a fire kit. This is a fire kit. And I want this kit. I want Messi's name on the back. I want this kit. If they make a new kit, the third jersey, this color, this blue color, and they actually make the design really, really good. Oh my gosh, I'm not even sharing the screen. This color, fucking, I'm an idiot. This color, this blue color right here, if they make it this color, like this is a fire kit right here. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is a fire kit. And I'm gonna get this kit and I'm gonna put Messi's name on the back of this kit. I'm getting this 1000%. But if they get this color, this blue color right here, and they actually make the design good, that's gonna be a hot ticket. That's gonna be a really, really nice third kid to have. If they could pull that off, if they could really pull this off, they'll I think they'll have me. They'll have me for sure. But with these two kits, I'm not liking it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm most likely to definitely not buying these kits this year. I'm really hoping for this kit to be good. I'm gonna be buying this kit anyways. This Miami Vice like archive kit. I'm gonna be buying this. But if this comes out good, you already know I'm gonna get my hands on that. But that's just my take on it. Ace Leonel doesn't like it. He would prefer the Royal Caribbean lettering instead of the full anchor. I think you're kind of onto something on that, Ash. The fact that the Royal Caribbean like anchor is just sitting like dead center of the thing of the shirt, and just there's nothing else. I think it kind of just ruins the whole kit. I think it ruins it. Um, because like take that away and it's literally just a pink shirt. Because like remember the white kits we had? We didn't have a sponsor on the white kit. It was literally just a white t-shirt. It was literally a white t-shirt with the Inter Miami logo on it. If I would have had it, my my if I didn't give it away, if I didn't not that I gave it away, I like gave it to somebody because you know, a whole situation. If I didn't give it to like my girlfriend aware on like um when we went to the games, I would show you, but it's literally just a white kit and it would have like little herons on it. Like those like little designs I felt like they could have put on these kits. But whatever. If they put black shorts on the cake with the pink accents, that would be awesome. I don't think they're going to do that though. You're talking about the black shorts with the pink kits? I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, they could because they did pink on pink this year. They might. I don't know if they'll do it again or this last year in 2024. Don't know if that they're going to be doing the pink on pink in 2025. I mean, you would think not to like I don't know just to change it up a bit, but I have a huge feeling that they're not going to go with the pink shorts or the pink shirt, black shorts. But I see what you're saying though. With the pink accent, I think it could look good, but I don't know. I mean, the XBTO kit was the worst kit that we ever had. 100% agree. I think honestly, I would have preferred the white kit over that XBTO shirt. 100% agree with you. And and that's the reason why I didn't get the shirt, to be honest. I was on the fence of buying that shirt when Messi joined. I was literally about to click buy now because Messi bought. I'm like, nah, let me save it. Let me buy another one. Or let me wait. But yeah, no, I'm glad that I didn't buy that. I much rather preferred my white kit. It also shows that I'm a fucking OG. And like people see that I have the white shirt and they're like, "Oh, they don't sell those anymore." And I'm like, "Yes, sir." Um, but anyways, the pink kit would be nice with the black short and white socks. Both kits are better than anything that we've had. Really, you guys really believe that? Okay, so you guys are actually messing with the jerseys, which is honestly surprising to me. I thought that you guys were gonna be on my side with this because I genuinely don't like I said, I'm not spending $200 on a jersey. Like I'm not doing that. Well, for this jersey, I'm not doing that. So that's like one of the main reasons why I don't like it because it's like I'm gonna have to spend $220 if I get Messi on the back, and if I want a replica, I think it's like 150, and then it's literally a template off Canva. Nothing against Canva. I use Canva literally all the time. Um, but like literally a fifth grader I think a fifth grader using Canva could have probably made a better template than that, like a better kit than that. So I don't know. I think that's a very disappointing thing. I honestly should compare it to the other. I'll probably do that at the end of this stream, or I'll probably take another wait until later on to kind of do a kit comparison, or maybe I'll turn it into a video. I have no idea, but I'm gonna compare. I want to do like a ranking system. I'll do a ranking system and I'll like compare all of the teams, like all of the kits, all of the teams, and I'll probably do a live stream. But I'll probably make a whole live stream just dedicated to that. So we'll save that for later. I'm gonna get a Coco Jean on my. Oh my gosh, dude. Remember last year? Remember this season? We he was still contracted under us, and the fact that we didn't call him up for the first team at all, like even just to kind of even when like Suarez was injured at some point, like we didn't call him up at all. I mean, it was kind of weird. But yeah, no, he's no. I don't think he's a part of our squad anymore, which is funny. But yeah, no, I remember Jean, the Frenchman, the Frenchman striker, Man City. I don't know about Argentina FC. Oh, you guys are talking about the colors, yeah. The Publix free shirt. Oh my God! Speaking of the Publix, oh, I don't have it at hand, dude. I have like three of those public free shirts. I remember, like, I have the one where I have like the black shirt, not like not the exercise shirts. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's like a black shirt. It has like text on the back, and it's like a nice shirt. And they gave that away for free. The public shirt, dude. The public shirts, everything that they gave away for free, honestly, is like pretty good. The bucket hats, the public shirts, the other shirt design that they gave away, like honestly, it's like those are really good. And then when you spend $200 on an authentic Messi jersey with for this like for this, yeah, no, that's not happening. It's just not happening. But anyways, it is what it is. Uh, Messi's wearing it, so he's making it look good. And it just is. It just me personally, I won't be buying the new kit unless it's the blue one and it actually looks good. EYN will be a top selling jersey. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I'm gonna get a Campana jersey with the number 9 on mine for real. That's so crazy. Is Campana's your real number 9? That's wild. They did do him dirty, giving him the number. They were like, yeah, now Suarez is coming. We're gonna give him the 9. You're gonna be the number 8. I'm like, all right. He's like, all right, fuck it. He can't argue there. But anyways, but that's the kit discussion, guys. I appreciate you guys' input. And like I said, I'm surprised that everybody in the live chat is pretty into it. Like it's pretty into the kit and it doesn't really have anything negative to say about it. And instead it's the complete opposite. They're pretty high, you guys are actually kind of rated compared to previous kits that we have. I think in relatively speaking, I think when you okay, so like if I were to rank this black kit with the other black kits, like the away kits, if I were to rank this away kit for 2025 compared to the other away kits that we had, this is nowhere near the top because I think La Noche. It, I think La Noche is first. I think La Palma's second. It's like a big back and forth. You can argue that La Palma's first and the La Noche is second. This would probably be third or fourth. I forget what the away kit was for the 2020 season. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forget. I think it was just a straight up black shirt. I don't know, whatever. This is probably like third. This is probably third, behind like La Noche and the other one, La Palma. Anyway, for the pink kit, I think this is definitely one of the better ones. It's definitely better than the XBTO, whatever it's called. That cryptocurrency sponsor jersey with the light pink in 2023. Messi's first time wearing that jersey. It's better than that. I don't think it's better than the white shirt because I liked how the white shirt had just like literal like just engravings of herons around it. I like that. They could have done that for this one. They didn't. And this 2024 season, I didn't like that one. So I think you can I think you can rate this 2025 pink shirt probably second. I still rate the white shirt over this shirt. I'm gonna be honest, and that says a lot. And that says a lot for me. I didn't like this last kit in 2024, the pink kit, and I didn't like the XBTO, whatever you call it. I didn't like that shirt either. So that's just my opinion. Like I said, you guys let me know, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, moving on. I'm going to talk about Neymar for a little bit. We're not going to dwell too much on this topic because I want to talk about players who are here, and then we're going to get to transfers and like rumors and things like that. So the Neymar saga, right? The situation that just doesn't seem to be put to rest, I think might finally be put to rest. Um, After what I'm about to say, because apparently it's so confusing, right? Because Neymar came out. Neymar came out saying that he wants to play um with Messi. Now this could just be a whole like this is my theory on it. I'm gonna tell you guys what my theory on this whole like news thing is. But this is my thing on it. Hold on, something's playing in the background. I have no idea what it is. There it is. Okay, I turned that off. This is my whole theory on it. Neymar said that he wants to play like with Messi or something, and then like he wants to like reunite with Messi and Suarez. Um, this according to Sky Sports Switzerland, who states the 32-year-old repeatedly wants to join the Herons and be reunited with his former Barcelona teammates Messi and Luis Suarez. The report also states that former PSG man has also long dreamed of reforming the MSN front line that was so devastating at the new camp in the mid 2000s. Inter Miami owner Jose Mas is reportedly open to signing Neymar, and this could be an ideal opportunity to strike ahead of the 2025 season. Now, literally, that was reported by Sky Sports Switzerland. Okay, whatever. I don't know what Sky Sports Switzerland has to do with any of this, but that's besides the point. There's another thing, another article by goal.com, which you can't 100% completely believe what these people are saying, but just to kind of take into context, I'm going to show you guys this article. Like, Neymar, this is Neymar, and it says Neymar on his future, on his plans for the immediate future. He says, first of all, I want to have a good season with Al Hilal. He's talking about the 2025 season. I'm coming back from a very serious injury. I still have a little time to get back to my level and show why I'm here. My priority is there to recover well, develop physically, and simply play again. Another quote, I would like to play in the 2025 Club World Cup with Al Hilal. So he wants to play in the Club World Cup, but he said that he wants to play with Al Hilal because it is very important for the club. Obviously, the World Cup is the goal for all players. I have already played in 3 World Cups. I obviously want to do a fourth. I have to be I have to be focused on that, prepare well here, and then have a medium term objective after getting back in shape here at my club. Um, Neymar damaged the ligaments when turning out for Brazil World Cup, and then yeah, he didn't. So he didn't play for Brazil. He was out of the Brazil squad. He was out of the Brazil squad. He played like 7 games for Al Hilal all season long. But he says that he's focused on being at Al Hilal and playing in the Club World Cup with Al Hilal and making a full recovery and playing at his absolute best, recovering physically and being part of the team again, and so on and so forth. But it's like, well, why are people? So I understand that people are trying to hype up the news about Neymar coming to Miami and the reunion of MSN and how people are trying to make that happen. But is it really gonna happen? Like, can we like just like put this to bed? I feel like it's just not gonna happen at this point. Before it was a huge possibility because there was literally a point in time where it said that Al Hilal terminated his contract or they bought out his contract and then he was gonna move to Santos and then he was gonna spend a year in Santos and then maybe he'll move to Miami after Santos and then like when they move like maybe when Messi's gone like Neymar will join Miami and then he could be the star in Miami. And but bro, it's like there's just so much going on with this Neymar stuff. It's just insane. Neymar can play with Messi online in FC 25. Yeah, it should not happen IRL. There was like a commercial about that, right? Where they played like Pez or something together, I think, or whatever they call it now, eFootball. Neymar is an injured player. He played 42 minutes total in 2 games. Is he capable of playing again? I mean, with the right recovery, listen, Ian Frey has been gone. Like he's been completely prone to injury. Like not, I shouldn't say completely prone to injury, but he got one really bad injury, and then it just lingered. Like it just had, like he just kept getting injured because of that. That it just kept coming back up. But he was able to recover, still get like a good amount of minutes this season, and then unfortunately he got injured again, and now he's able, with the proper recovery, he's able to play next season again. Now I understand that Ian Frey is a lot younger than Neymar, but maybe like I don't know, like it's definitely possible. I feel like with people of like at this level, at the professional level, with all the money, with all the health doctors and the nutritionists and the personal trainers and all these people, you should have. I'm not a doctor, so don't take what I say to heart or as an expert opinion. But just from my personal thinking, it's like, well, you have all these resources. I think you should be able to make a proper recovery. Now, I'm not saying he's gonna be prime Neymar. I'm not saying these doctors and the nutritionists and the personal trainers or whatever is gonna turn him back into prime Neymar at Barca. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that these resources that he has, that Al Hilal gives him, that he pays for, whatever, should put him in the right direction to make a proper recovery to at least play like proper minutes and not just like what you said, Francisco, 42 minutes. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Neymar can go back to Brazil and play for Santos. Thomas doesn't want him at Inter Miami. Neymar 2026 if he's healthy. Do you think Neymar's gonna like Neymar wants to play in the World Cup? Do you think, first of all, do you think he'll be injured? Like, do you think he'll be injury free in 2026? And do you think Brazil will even call him up for the national team? Because there's no way. Player agents and teams say all kinds of shit all the time. Frey playing more games than Neymar in 2 years. Yeah, you're right. The difference is Frey's young and Neymar's aging. Yeah, I know. He plays as much as less. Yeah. Damn, Samuel was coming out saying we need to stop making excuses for Neymar. He's not a serious player and he only loves the money. That's crazy. I'm not saying any of that. I don't want to accuse Neymar of being money hungry. I mean, every professional footballer, they sign a new contract, they move to a new club because of money. I mean, like people do it all the time. Obviously, when you go to Saudi Arabia, it's because you want the money. Um, and it's also probably because like that's probably the only team that wanted you. I don't know who else wanted Neymar after PSG. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't know who else wanted Neymar and was able to afford his contract because there was no way Neymar was taking like a crazy pay cut at that time. So I don't know. Samuel chose violence today. Yeah, like yeah. Um, Ash says yes to Brazil calling Neymar up only because they're not a powerhouse anymore. Which I've had a whole, and you guys were here for that when it over the summer when I had my Copa America discussions and my Euro discussions. You guys were here for that. I was flaming Brazil, dude. I was absolutely flaming Brazil. I was not holding back on them. They tied to Costa Rica, like they got knocked out by Uruguay. What was it? They got knocked out by Uruguay, I think, right? Or yeah, they got knocked out by Uruguay, and then Uruguay lost to Colombia. Yeah, no, I completely went at him, but I don't know. I mean, like Neighbor's what 33. He has barely played football in 2 years. Um, there's a lot of younger players that you can give the opportunity to, even just to get that experience because there'll be future prospects, like Endrick, right? Like Endrick is not going to be a crucial player, but he's gonna be a key part of the Brazilian national team in the future. There's probably other players and other younger guys like that. I don't know. The only real fact that is right now is Neymar is not an active player, and that is the real fact. And the fact that do we want Neymar to come to Miami? Low key, me personally, yeah, kinda, because like it would just be cool to see MSN play. Like I personally just think it'd be cool to see MSN play. I don't know if he'll help us win anything. He'll probably ride the bench the whole time. He'll probably be injured the whole time, but I think seeing MSN play one time together um would be worth my season tickets. Like it would be worth my season tickets. So that's just me personally speaking. But to bring him in just to be like the solution to Miami's attack or something, or to be the replacement of like a Diego Gomez, or even be the starter over a Robert Taylor, I'd say no. I'd rather keep Robert Taylor and bring in somebody else, and that's just my opinion. But it is what it is. Yeah, he's not an active player. Should he come to Miami? Probably not. Will he? Probably not. Uh, maybe next year. Maybe in 2026. Maybe we don't know. But this name, I feel like this Neymar to Miami situation is just never gonna die until Neymar actually announces his retirement. So, and that's probably not gonna happen until like after the World Cup. I work my job for love of the game and not just the paycheck. Then you must have a pretty good job, man. You must have a really really nice job. Excuse me, guys. I think I caught on to like a cold. I think I have like the common cold or something. Cause I had a fever yesterday. The fever's gone. I had shivers yesterday. Now I have just like a dry throat, and yeah, it's just really annoying. So I apologize if I sound a little bit weird. I don't know if I sound different, but anyway. Actually, Endrick loan to Inter Miami, crazy. I only want Neymar if he's not using a DP slot. He's gonna use a DP slot. Like there's no shot. There's no shot. But anyway, but okay, we're gonna put the Neymar thing to rest because that's done. Goal around Madrid. What are you talking about? Real Madrid are not playing today. What are you talking about? Real Madrid are not playing today. Yeah, no, Valencia play today. What do you mean goal Real Madrid? Are you throwing me off right now? Oh shit, they do play today. The FIFA Intercontinental Cup. What? What are you talking? What the fuck is this? Am I dumb for not knowing this was happening? Yeah, I think I'm kind of done. Yeah, I'm kind of dumb. Yeah, they're playing against Pachuca. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I had no idea that was happening. Anyways, whatever. Um, okay, sorry, getting distracted. We're moving pretty slowly. Okay, well, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, but that's the Neymar situation. Let's move on to the third, and then we'll blend it in with the fourth topic. Let's talk about our goalkeeping situation, right? Now, the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because we talked about in the last stream. If you guys were here in the last live stream, I talked about players that we signed, like we renewed, and we ended up using. We activated their options to extend their contracts, and then we talked about people that we didn't choose to exercise that part of their contract. Now, after that, like literally, like either a couple of hours after I streamed, or maybe the day after, I forget. Um, they announced, like Inter Miami announced that Dos Santos was no longer gonna be at the club, and it really like CJ Dos Santos, our backup goalkeeper, is no longer gonna be part of the club. Like they chose, oh, excuse me, um, he was traded to San Diego FC, um, which is the new club that is opening up in 2025. Now, when I saw this, I'm like, well, shit. Well, what did we get? Well, first of all, I want to know what we got. I don't know if Inter Miami actually posted what we got. Let me actually look that up. That's probably something I should have looked up before. Okay, I'll look that up, but I'll look that up while I talk. But anyway, we traded CJ Dos Santos, our backup goalkeeper. We also traded Cole Jensen, our third choice goalkeeper. So I'm like, huh. Well, now what? Now we only have Drake Calendar? How does that make sense? Like why do we only have Drake Calendar? So I thought if anything, we should have traded Cole Jensen and kept CJ Dos Santos. I thought CJ Dos Santos was a solid backup. And I thought maybe at some point CJ Dos Santos could have been our starting goalkeeper for Inter Miami. And I truly, truly believe that. Um, Thomas saying already saying bye bye Drake. Drake going to Atlanta, 100k gam. Oh, did we actually get 100k gam? Did we actually get 100k gam? Where do you see that? Because I can't find that. I don't know. Anyway, well now that I probably should have put this in the title too. But now that Chris Henderson is going to Atlanta as their like sporting director or whatever, or like president of football, whatever the title is, like they're gonna be like I feel like Atlanta are gonna be making some moves. Atlanta, I think, are gonna be making some crazy moves now with Chris Henderson, um, up there, and I don't know if they're gonna be like trading in Miami players between each other. I don't. I have no idea. But anyways, Atlanta. I mean, Drake is gonna go to Atlanta. Ustadi is gonna be coming back, and that's something we gotta talk about. Like, who's gonna be our backup goalkeeper? Like there's I know that we're actually it says that we're in talks in bringing Ustadi back. I think they're like talking about his contract and things like that. But I just don't think that's a good idea. Like, why in the world would we bring a 37, 38 year old goalkeeper? Oh, I just found it. I just found the news. Like, why would we bring in a 37, 38 year old goalkeeper as a backup and then have him take up an international roster slot? I think we have 8 international roster slots. It's either 8 or 9 um occupied, and why would we occupy a ninth or 10th for a backup goalkeeper who's never gonna play unless Drake Calendar, God forbid, knock on wood, gets injured? um so I don't know. And you guys are saying it in the comments, and I have it brought up. Nanu, and I think it's Nahuel Losada from Lanús. I think I talked about it a little bit in the last stream. Somebody in the or EJ in the comments, uh, brought it up. Um, he's like heavily rumored, or I guess they're just in discussions of being the new goalkeeper for Inter Miami. And there's nothing. I don't know. It doesn't. Nothing seems to be wrong with this move. But the problem is that he's 31, which is like, I don't want to say prime, but like that's kind of prime. Like it's kind of prime goalkeeping age. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at 31 years old, you should still be starting for the team that you're playing for. Like, if you're a 31-year-old backup, there's a problem. Like, there's something wrong. Unless you have like a 27-year-old who's doing a lot better. That makes sense. But at this stage, we have Drake Calendar, who is whatever, however old he is, in his late 20s. Um, who is one of our captains. There's no way Drake Calendar is going to be a backup to Losada. And there's no way that Losada is going to accept being a backup at Inter Miami. I have no idea. Or maybe yes because of, of Macherano, of Messi, and all of these other players that influence, especially Argentinian players, to move to this club. But like, this is another thing. International slot, backup goalkeeper. I just feel like, and on top of that, we have to pay for him. Like, his contract, he still has a contract with Lanús. He just joined Lanús in July of this year. In July 2024, he joined Lanús from Belgrano for three. He joined for a fee of 1.1 mil. So they bought Lanús bought him from Belgrano for 1.1 mil. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can pull that up here actually, because I'm looking at it on my laptop. Um, why doesn't it pop up here? There we go. You can see it right here. They bought him for 1.1 mil. He's now valued at 3 mil, and he was essentially a free or a loan or whatever his entire career. So this is the first time somebody actually spent money on him. And now he's valued at 3.3 mil. And now if he goes to Miami, we're going to have to pay 3.3 mil. His contract expires in 2027. I just don't understand why we would do this. I just, why didn't we just keep our backup goalkeeper? Like, why? I don't know. Like, maybe you guys probably know more. You guys, I don't know. Guzan is 97 years old. I would not take Guzan. Um, Ustari will be a coach here. Will he really? Are you saying that? Like, do you think that? I don't know. I don't think. I mean, like, I don't know. We could probably. I mean, I really like El Chino Saja. I really like El Chino Saja. He played for Racing, a legend, Racing Club legend. Um, but I mean, do we really need another goalkeeping coach? Is that really a main priority right now? Losada is a done deal. I mean, not really. I mean, like, says who? Like, who said it's a done deal? I know they're closely in discussions, but I didn't see anything of a done deal. We can sell Drake for a lot of GAM or TAM money and using that money for international spots. Um, But why? Just I don't know. I mean, I know why. I know why we would do that because then we can get better players. But then like better players just means more money that we have to spend, and we don't even know if we have that money. And then like at that point, we're not really growing as a club. Like we're just kind of like we need to invest in our guys, like in our youth academies, in our we need to invest in like American talent. We're gonna need homegrown players. We need homegrown players. It's a requirement to have a certain amount of homegrown players at your team, like in your team, registered. So you can't work around it. You can't just solely rely on international players. Um, while that is a really good thing to have and a really good thing for the team, I don't know. I think you just can't just be relying on international players to carry your entire team, and like especially when they're backup goalkeepers, like when like international players like Suarez and even like Yannick Bright, I'm pretty sure is an international player, even though like he came from the super draft from college. He's still Italian or whatever. I don't think he has like a citizenship or whatever. Um, but players like Aviles and Chelo and freaking and Jordi Alba and our center back and Martinez, like the center backs Martinez and Marti like and Freire, they were all international players, and now we're not gonna have any of them. Like Freire's gone. Well, Martinez is staying, and Chelo reloaned. Aviles is staying. We still have Jordi Alba. We still have Suarez. Messi counts as an international player, or he'll probably be a DP player. I don't know if he counts as an international player because then we also have Luis Suarez. Let's just count Messi. I don't know if Yannick Bright is an international player. Redondo. I think Redondo's an international player. And then I'm probably missing somebody. And I'm probably missing somebody else. But I don't know. It's I don't know. I think it's just weird. Is Neymar deal still a rumor? Yeah, it's still a complete rumor. Apparently he wants to. We just discussed it. Apparently he'll probably stay at Al Hilal. If you rewind and go back a couple of minutes, like we literally just finished that conversation. Drake was a liability last year. Really? You thought he was a liability? I'm gonna disagree with you on that one, Justin. I know you've been here a couple of times, and this is nothing against you, obviously. Like, so don't take what I say personally, but I don't agree with that at all. Liability. I think I understand what you're trying. I understand what you're saying. I think a liability is too much. What you're saying. Yes, there were times where Drake Calendar showed some questionable performances, but liability I think is too much. It's too big of a word. Too big of a word to describe it. I think a little bit inconsistent. Little bit. Honestly, like Drake Calendar wasn't that bad. I feel like people are kind of over are being over negative about it, like extremely negative about it. I understand. Like, I think the only thing I thought Drake Calendar did really really poor in was the CONCACAF Champions Cup, but everybody did poor in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Um, everybody in Miami, I mean, but during the season, I thought it was fine. He made great saves. I mean, like he saved us a lot of times. Obviously, we didn't keep a lot of clean sheets, but we won games, and we were one of, if not the best defensive team in the league, despite having inconsistent like center back performances and things like that. But I don't know. I mean, like being a liability, I think is a little too much. I don't think he was a liability. Academy is the key to success, just like Barcelona. The only problem is that Barcelona has just a million times more money and better players and better prospects, and they can attract a lot of players. Um, Inter Miami can attract more younger players now because of Messi, but it's just not going to be at that level yet. What we should do though, oh, I am missing Farias. Yeah, no, you're right, Ash. I am missing Farias for the international player. Um, hold on. I'm trying to read you guys' comments. So Camacho, Ruiz, Frey. Who else is homegrown? I'll have to pull that up. I'll have to put that here. Let me pull that up while we're talking about it. But um, Inter Miami, because I don't know it off the top of my head. I have to look at it. Um, fuck, what was it just saying? Damn, what was it? What was I just saying? I completely lost my train of thought. What was I just talking about? We talked about the academy, but I was gonna bring you back to somebody else. I don't know. I genuinely have no idea. Um, anyway, I don't know. We can make the money back with Drake and sold Gomez with more recent. I mean, no, we did get a decent amount for Gomez anyway. I don't know. I just think like, oh, I think selling Drake is just not like it shouldn't like that shouldn't be a priority. Like selling Drake shouldn't be the club's focus right now. The club's focus should be getting a center back. The club's focus should be getting a left back. The club's focus should be getting um a left wing, a right back. Like we have so many other positions that we need to be filled, and they're choosing to sign a goalkeeper, like a backup goalkeeper. I don't know. It's just, in my opinion, it's very weird. I just don't agree with how this is being done in the manner that it is. I just think there are other positions, other priorities that the club needs to be taking into account, and like they're just not, if that makes sense. But hey, it is what it is. International players, hold on. International players. Uh, Redondo, Avilés, Farias, Diego Gomez, but he's gone. Uh, Emi Rodriguez, but I think he's gone also. So we're still at three, right? Yeah, Redondo, Avilés, Farias. Matias Rojas, but he's gone. Freire, but he's gone. Luis Suarez, Jordi Alba, Busi, Messi, that's seven. So that's seven, that's seven, that's seven. And I think that's it. There's nothing next to Yannick Bright's name. There's nothing next to Chelo's name either, which is weird. There's nothing next to Devin Martinez's name, so that's weird. Okay. Homegrown players, it's Calendar, Frey, Noah Allen, Tyler Hall, Cremachi, Boatwright, Santi Morales, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So, did I get everybody? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, I don't know. We got a lot of cut money used for Kutsov and making 800K Freire 1 mil. Kutsov was making 800K? No way Kutsov was making 800K. Freire was making a mil? Whoa. That's crazy. Kutsov made a mil in one season and played half the season. That's insane. Wow. If we sell Gressel, we got another 1 mil open in cap. But guys, the problem is not selling. Guys, we can't sell. We need to bring in. We have room. We already got rid of a bunch of players. Like we already rejected the options to extend a lot of players. The only person that we didn't make a decision on, I guess it's two people that we didn't make a decision on is Ustari and Rojas. Matias Rojas were still in discussions of possibly, extending his contract or making him like a different. He'll probably fall under a different category. Um, I mean, he'll still be an international player. I have no idea how Matias Rojas is gonna like where he's gonna fit like in terms of roster, but we need to bring in, dude. We need a left back. We need a left back. We need a left wing. We need two, at least two center backs. We're gonna need a backup goalkeeper. We're gonna need a right back. We're gonna need probably a center mid, another defensive minded center defensive mid. And maybe I don't know, and maybe a right wing if Gressel's not here, but Gressel should be staying. I don't know. Probably not a striker, because we have Campana and we have Suarez and then we have Leo Afonso, but Leo Afonso will probably be moved out to the wing if he plays for the first team because that's where he play. I don't know where Machadon is. I don't know what Machadon is going to do with Leo Afonso um, when he decides to make his return because he did get injured. Drake is not good with his feet and he can't communicate with his center backs. Yeah, sometimes he's pretty questionable on the ball, but he's a commanding goalkeeper. He takes charge of his box. He makes, he's a shot stopper. I think he's a shot stopper. Um, there's a lot of positives to his game. Obviously, there are negatives. There's not going to be a perfect goalkeeper, but I think there's more positives than negatives. And I think like the negatives are being highlighted more than the positives. I just don't think Drake Calendar is the issue, is a priority. Like we shouldn't be prioritizing, like this shouldn't even be a I'm gonna be honest, we shouldn't be talking about this right now because I think it's just huge. We shouldn't be talking about this right now because Dos Santos should still be here, and we already knew that Cole Jensen was leaving. So if anything, we probably could have brought in a third choice, like a third choice goalkeeper, whether that was an experienced player like Ustari or a young kid from the academy. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But the fact that now we don't have Cole Jensen, we don't have Dos Santos, we might not have Ustari again, and if we do, that's just a waste. It's like, well, now we're gonna have to spend $3 million on a backup goalkeeper and take up an international slot just for him, either to not play or even if he does play, he'll take up he'll pass up on Drake Callender. Drake Callender will be moved to the bench, and then it's like, okay, well, then Drake Calendar's gonna be upset because he's a captain. He's one of Inter Miami's captains, and he's gonna get upset, and then he's gonna want to move out, and so now we're gonna have to look for another goalkeeper, and it has to be a younger goalkeeper because because Lorales, whatever his name is, Losada is going to be 32 the following year in 2026, and so we're going to need like a 25-year-old, a 26-year-old. Like I don't know, I think I don't know. Like we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be doing this with the goalkeeper situation. Like the fact that we're talking about a goalkeeper right now for transfer rumors is insanely shocking to me. Like we should be talking about like, oh, what kind of left wing are we going to be bringing in? Oh, is James going to be joining the club? We should be talking about these things, like these topics. Now that January is around the corner, players are going to be contracts are going to be expiring. Players are going to want to leave in the wintertime. I just think that there should be more interesting transfers being discussed, like actual proper like rumors that are most likely going to happen, other than like that are more exciting other than Nahuel Losado, um, a 31-year-old goalkeeper from Lanús. That is that's a backup. So I don't know. That's just my take on it. And it's like I would rather talk about a superstar signing that we could be bringing in, like a James, or bringing in like a whatever, like a Diego Rossi, or like a Loleda, like a anybody, or like a big MLS name. Like we could literally bring in like one of the best players in MLS and bring him here. Like like let's talk about Ricky Puig. Like we could talk about Ricky. Like we'll bring in Ricky Puig. Like I know he's probably not gonna move from LA Galaxy because he's been a star at LA Galaxy. Um and he doesn't even have to worry about Inter Miami because they never play each other because they're in different coasts. Like so he's been the star of the show over there. I don't know. Like I don't know. We could literally be bringing in like massive MLS players, but I don't know. It's we just don't. We're just not. Brad Guzan will be the backup. Yeah, all right. Brad Guzan is still going to be the starting goalkeeper at Atlanta. The transfer window ends in April. There's two transfer windows in the MLS, obviously, right? Like in most other leagues. So I think the transfer window, I think it's April or it's March. It's either no because the season starts in March, so it's probably in April. And then the other one starts around like June or something like that. So it'll start like in from I think it's January to March, and then I don't know. Where is it? It's got to be from like January to March, and then after that it'll be like from June to July, something like that. Something like that. Let me pull up this one last thing before. Okay. I don't know how to say that name, but Vaisnav, Vaishnav, Vaishnav. How salary cap can you explain? How does the salary cap work? Can you explain it? I'll explain it really briefly, and then we'll kind of wrap up the stream because we've been discussing for over an hour now. But really quickly, just kind of just give you a brief description of the salary cap. Each team or each yeah each team can register up to 20 senior players, and within those 20 senior players, you have a salary budget of about like $5 million. So, and that's the senior club roster, and then you'll have senior club roster. Then you have like the supplemental roster, which the the so whoever's in the supplemental roster doesn't affect um the salary cap for the senior roster, if that makes sense. So for example, in Inter Miami, let me pull up a player. Let me pull up a player from Inter Miami. Uh, that is in the supplemental roster. So for example, I think Banka's in the supplemental roster. No, he's a U22 initiative. Wait, no. Who's in the supplemental roster? Okay, Noah Allen, for example. Noah Allen, he is part of the supplemental roster, which is like 10 players. So you can register 20 senior players, and then it's like another 10 players for supplemental. Normally, the supplemental is like youth players. So players like, oh, Benja's on it. So Benja, David Ruiz, Noah Allen, they're all supplemental players. So whatever they get paid, it doesn't count towards the salary budget. So if you have like a 5.5, let's just say a 5.5 million salary budget, for the senior team for the 20 players in your senior roster, and then let's say, so for example, Messi, Suarez, Jordi, let's just say those three players and the rest of the 20, they all get like a $5 million budget for salary in total. Then Noah Allen and Banka Kramashi, they get they get paid whatever. Like they probably get paid like 100K, 50K, and that doesn't count towards the budget. The problem and the only and then like with the senior roster, you have like DP slots, right? Which means like for example, Messi's a DP, so you can pay him any amount of money, and it doesn't go into the salary budget. It's a whole thing. I mean, like I'm not the best at explaining it, but it kind of makes sense. You didn't talk about Chris Henderson leaving. I mean, I talked about it briefly. I just kind of mentioned it really quickly, but um, I'll talk about it now, to be honest. But Chris Henderson leaving, we've talked about this honestly, not only today, but we've talked about this in another live stream that we did, and it was just kind of him being rumored to Atlanta. But here, let me see if I could pull up an article or something for you guys to look at. But Atlanta United posted like a welcome like post. Chris Henderson to Atlanta or joins Atlanta. So here, let me share you guys with this so we can all be on the same page. So Atlanta United announced 2 days ago that it has hired Chris Henderson as chief soccer officer. More than 17 years. Chris has been experienced in building consistent winning teams in this league, and we're thrilled to welcome somebody as our new sporting director. He started the thing at Inter Miami. He joined Miami in 2021, and there's guidance. He helped build. He helped the team win the League Cup. Supporting record, whatever. He was part of the Seattle Sounders staff, whatever. Honestly, guys, so Chris Henderson, like, that's not what I meant to do. Chris Henderson was a huge, like, behind the scenes guy for Inter Miami. For those who don't know, obviously Thomas knows because he brought it up. But, like, Chris Henderson, if it wasn't for Chris Henderson, like, we just wouldn't have the players that Inter Miami have now. He's so like what the article said, like he has like almost 20 years of experience in like the MLS and all this stuff. And so he knows how the MLS works. He's been here essentially since the league has been founded. He's been part of Seattle Sounders for a while. Obviously, he's been with us for a couple years, and so like he knows his way around like roster rules, how to build a proper roster, where to like he'll discover talent, like he'll know talent. Like I think he's like the main reason why like we brought in like Yannick Bright and things like that in the super draft. But it's really like his office strategy was really awesome essentially at Inter Miami. His office strategy was really good. Um and now that we're gonna have now we brought in this Barcelona guy, right? Like I forget his name, but now we brought in the Barcelona guy. There's going to be a complete change in our strategy moving forward as a club. So I'm kind of nervous as to how this is going to turn out because we brought in somebody that has zero experience in the MLS, zero experience with this certain like office strategy, and it's honestly kind of worrying. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I mean, like props to Atlanta. I don't know what made him want to go with Atlanta. I don't know if they just gave him like just a hefty paycheck. Um, this was probably decided way before. Like this was probably like a thing way before. Like I would even say like before we even played it, like before we even played Atlanta, but in the playoffs. But anyways, it's crazy. So he was just a big part of the team behind the scenes. I mean, like, but anyway, um, and yeah, he's leaving. So yeah, he's leaving into Miami. He's going to Atlanta. He's honestly leaving Inter Miami in a way better spot than how he left it. Well, like how it started. Like I mean, he joined in 2021, and we were the worst team in MLS. And now because of Messi, and we brought in a bunch of players because of him and because of like Tata's connections, um, they were able to rebuild this team and become one of the best teams in the MLS last year or this last year. And hopefully those expectations and that standard can continue for the 2025 season. So I wish all the best for Chris Henderson. We're gonna miss him. I'm hoping that our offer strategy doesn't really change too much in terms of transfers and things like that. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. But I'm gonna wrap up the stream here, guys. Appreciate you guys for being here and staying tuned or um, for this episode of the Heron's Haven podcast here on the Soulful Soccer channel. Afternoon stream. I'll probably go live in a couple days from now. Maybe on Saturday, we can do a late night Saturday stream. But yeah, I'll let you guys know on that one because I'll be working that day. So everybody have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys this weekend. And yeah, appreciate you guys for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.